What I want to show you now is a handmade sketchbook, and this is to do with experimentation. And I took time out of my comfort blanket and making the other pieces for the exhibition in order to have a look at how I could experiment with different fabrics in different ways and different sewing. So I've taken a look at lots and lots of layering of different fabrics. This is something I really like doing, is layering fabrics. Again, using the colour palette that has run through all my exhibition of the reds and the pinks, and how I can distress them and put images behind them. This is an image of myself and then cinema on top, and also using the paint that I like to do. In this one, we're looking at some mending through gold and repairing the person, bringing back to reality to function better. Then just simple stitching, but with beautiful gold threads. Again, to look at mending in a positive light, to make something more precious and beautiful. This one was another look at brain fog. And I did a lot of different fabrics, different swirly patterns and ideas here. It's still not where I want it to be. And the French knots are bringing in a different 3D look, which is quite interesting. And the layering is also something that has got me thinking in a different manner. The textures are all different as well. So there's something about the building up of the idea of brain fog that I want to take further on that one. Again, this one is about layering different fabrics. I've got a lot of tissue paper in here, and then what I've done is glue some of the lighter weight fabrics so they become much stronger. And then there is a raised images around here of raised. The fabric is quite 3D with lots of different stitching angles on here. This particular page was trying to work out how to look at moisture and how to replicate wetness. And I'd done some photography a while back on with wet hair and how to replicate the sweat that makes your hair wet. And I did this through cotton and ideas of the line on top of a very almost bleached out image on there. So that was some ideas. Then there was an idea of looking at joint pain, and this is a lot through hems. So I thought the hems represented joints, and then I knitted them together to try and create that painfulness of the joints not working together. And so that's a lot of layered patterns and stitching, and it's some are tight, some are loose. Again, a bit like the way that our joints sometimes work. And then on here, there was another idea about brain fog, and this is very thinly, almost spidery felt that I'd created with an image behind, and then distressed hessian. And the feel of this is from softness, but then splattered acrylic paint gives harshness to it, and then the almost delicacy, but yet very hardness of this distressed hessian is really quite interesting to feel and touch. So that's another thing that may be a bit brain foggy. So that was a thought in there. And I haven't really finished this because it's got lots of ideas that I like to just put down. So it's something that I can just create more and more of. This one was an actual leaf sandwiched between two synthetic fabrics with stitching behind, and seeing how it worked as a bit more to replicate dryness. So that was my kind of sketchbook. And from there, I used some of these ideas into the comfort blanket itself.